In this lesson, we're understanding how to rotate a point. And again, we'll be using the Desmos Blue Point Rule activity, a great activity to get you a feel. What does it look like to rotate a point? And when we say rotate, we're talking about this spinning motion that's happening. And we'll be spinning about the origin. And you can picture yourself as if I stuck a pin in the piece of paper here so that I could start to spin the paper. And I could spin clockwise to the right or counterclockwise to the left. And then where is the blue dot going to land? This would be moving clockwise, like a clock, 90 degrees, and that's where it would be. So let's take a look at the first slide in the Desmos activity. I love this one because at first, when I grab this dot and I try to figure out what's going on, I'm like, oh my gosh, how could you possibly predict where this blue dot's going? It makes no sense whatsoever. Sometimes it's coming closer, sometimes it's running away from me. What is going on? And after looking and playing around with it for a while, you're going to notice that what's happening is if my red dot is here, I'm spinning in this one in a counterclockwise motion, and the blue dot is always going to be 90 degrees around the origin. So if my red dot's over here, then my blue dot will be over there. Oops, let me put this back here. And we can see that it goes like this. And so what's happening is this is going through 90 degrees clockwise. Boom. And that's where that blue dot will be. It moved from the second quadrant to the third. So let's go back and play around this in this Desmos. And you'll notice that, look, oh, if I'm here, then this is in the first quadrant. And if I'm here, it's over here. And I can jump back over here. And what it's doing, though, is it's rotating 90 degrees counterclockwise. So when I go into this next slide, can you predict? So what they're saying is like, hey, I'm giving you the red point. You can't change that. Where was this blue point? Where was it? And if I go back to the slide again, so I'm going to go back again, I notice that the red dot is always behind the blue one, right? Because the blue one rotated counterclockwise. So if I go in here, what they're wanting you to do is like, okay, I know it's going to be over here. No, it's not in the right place. This gets tricky because I know I'm over here. It's going to rotate 90 degrees, but where over here does it go? And that's a bit tricky to get it so that I can get my smiley face. Like, where exactly does it go? To do that, we're going to play around with this in a different way. Go to another slide here. And what we're going to see happen, I have to actually look at the coordinates. So if my blue dot were here, I'm going to find out that my red dot, I'm going to actually spin my paper to see it. Look at, there it is, a 90-degree turn. Our rule is going to be that we spin counterclockwise 90 degrees. Here's counterclockwise 90 degrees. But to decide where exactly does it go, it'll help if we look at the coordinates. So if I'm at -4, 2, -4, 2, where will it land up when it rotates or spins counterclockwise? It'll land up at -2, -4. What happened here? What exactly is going on? And we find out that if I call this A and this B, this A is just going to the other side. They swap places. And the B, goes to the other side, except that the B is turning to its opposite. Notice how B is +2 here, and then when it comes to the other side, it's -2. And so what they want for your answer here is what's actually happening is -B, A. A and B swap places, and the B goes negative. And that's how we describe a rotation. So play around with this. This takes a lot of practice to get a hang of. But there you have it, understanding how a point rotates. Thank you.